Hey there, it's Lisa with FreeFaxReview.com, and today I'm reviewing Send2Fax. This service is actually a lot like RapidFax, so if you've seen some of my other video reviews and think this one looks a little bit familiar, that's probably why. In both cases, the web interface that you use for sending and receiving faxes is going to be pretty much identical. And bear with me for just a second. Okay, here we are. When you log into the interface, you'll see all of your sent and received faxes stored right here. And as long as I'm on the topic of stored faxes, let me warn you about a little extra fee that you'll find with Send2Fax. When you first sign up, the interface defaults to storing your faxes forever. But for every fax that's stored for longer than 30 days, even if all it's doing is sitting in the trash folder, you're going to pay a penny in storage fees. That's not a whole lot, and at least they tell you about it right up front on the pricing page. But still, if you use your account a lot, that can add up to at least a couple of extra dollars every single month pretty quickly. The good news is that you can solve that problem by going right up here to the settings portion of the interface. And then you come down here, and the default setting is to not auto-delete faxes, but you can set it to automatically delete faxes after 30 days, and you'll be safe from the extra charge, or I'm just going to put 15 days there because I don't really need to store faxes. And then you update your inbound settings and you're good to go. So back to the faxing. This interface isn't the prettiest I've ever seen, but at least it's functional and fairly easy to use. Just hit that button up there to send a fax, then fill in the relevant information and upload the file that you want to send as the fax. And since I was talking about RapidFax earlier, I'll just go ahead and use them to test Send2Fax. I'll send myself a picture of a nice bear print in the mud, and I don't really see a need for a cover page. So let's see if that does the job. Okay, so now that's off, and I should be getting a confirmation message from Send2Fax pretty soon that the fax has been sent, and another confirmation from RapidFax confirming that it actually arrived. In the meantime, let's look at how you use Send2Fax to send faxes straight from your email account. You can authorize just 2 email addresses for sending faxes. In this case, I'm using the primary email address for the account. All you do is address the email to the target fax number at fax.send2fax.com, and then you attach the file that you'd like to send in the body of the fax, and away it goes. And again, I'll be waiting on a couple of confirmation emails to let me know that that fax arrived safely as well. While I'm waiting on those, let's talk pricing. I like how Send2Fax keeps things very simple, although I'm not really a huge fan of their rates. You have just 2 plans to choose from. The Home Office plan costs $8.95 a month and comes with 150 free pages per month. The Small Business plan costs $12.95 and comes with 350 free pages per month. Those free page allowances are just a little bit low. You can usually get at least 300 free pages for less than $10, and in some cases, like with MetroFax for example, you can get 500 free pages for substantially less than $10. Now if you go over your free page quota with either plan, you're going to pay 12 cents per additional page. That's actually a little bit on the high end. 5 to 10 cents per page is more than norm, and a few services like MetroFax and Nextiva will charge you as little as 3 cents per overage page. You can send international faxes with Send2Fax, but the rates vary according to the destination country. And finally, they have a downloadable script that you can use to fax directly from within Microsoft Office 2003 or 2007 programs, but you have to use Microsoft Outlook as your primary email client for that to work, and it looks like the install script is for PC users only. The online documentation didn't actually have anything to say about more recent versions of Microsoft Office, so if you're interested in using that script, you might have to contact their customer service and make sure that it'll use with whatever version you're running. Well, the confirmation emails have started coming in, but I'm still waiting on a couple of them, so I'm just going to pause the video and then come back once they're all in, and I'll show you what happened. Okay, I'm back, and I have all the confirmation emails in. Now, you remember how I said that Send2Fax actually looks a lot like RapidFax? Well, I just discovered that they're actually owned by the same people that own RapidFax, and I'll show you how I figured that out. We'll look at at the fax that I sent with the web interface first. Here's Send2Fax telling me that it went through successfully. And then in this case, I had sent that one to RapidFax, and here's their message letting me know that it also arrived at their end. So that one's okay, and just to keep things simple, I'm going to get rid of those. And what do we have left here? Well, we have an email saying that my email to fax message was received for faxing, but it's coming from RapidFax instead of Send2Fax. And like I said, that's my clue that they're actually owned by the same company. And then the service that I sent the email to fax message to was TrustFax right here, and they confirm that the message has safely arrived. And then right here we've got RapidFax telling me, again, the confirmation that the message actually got where it was going. Now, I can see how this could get really confusing if you think that you have just sent a fax message through Send2Fax, and then you get confirmation from RapidFax instead. But if you're willing to just overlook the cosmetic fact of the company name on the email, then the service still works just the same, or you can just go with RapidFax and save a little bit of money as long as you avoid their 5 cents per month per fax storage fee. So they charge you a little bit more than Send2Fax does. Well, that wraps up my review of Send2Fax. Like I already mentioned earlier, I really don't like the storage fee they charge you, but hey, it's less than they charge at RapidFax, and again, at least they let you know about the storage fee up front. I find it really interesting that the same company handles things in such different ways, because RapidFax is one of the services that tends to bury its notices about the storage fee in fine print or in a lengthy page of frequently asked questions, so it's a lot easier to miss. Anyway, just so you know, here's something else that's interesting, and I swear this is a pure coincidence, but the other fax service that I used for this test, TrustFax, is also owned by the same fine folks that own Send2Fax and RapidFax. Now, you can try any of those services out for a free 30-day trial, or you could branch out to a different company entirely and try something like MetroFax, which has much better pricing, or HelloFax, which has an exceptionally clean and easy-to-use interface. Faxer also has a really great interface, and that's FAX, as in Sam, ER.com. You can find my reviews of all those services and dozens more at freefaxreviews.com.